Hello, we are. I don't say we're the Guardians. No, we are the Geeks and I am Enzo. This is my forever co-host John, and yes, we do film these back to back. That was why I was confused for a bit.
Huh? Yeah. Look, I don't know if y'all notice, but we are starting to adult.
Yeah.
We have jobs now, and that's probably the only free time we have to film.
Yeah, and that's why we wear the same stuff for video sometimes. Anyway.
Yeah, this is like the third video you'll see me in. Or maybe the fourth. I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, I said this week was full of like popcorn, turn your brain off action, and this is, for my money, from my opinion, the definition of that. We're talking about 2007's Transformers by Michael Bay. Again, the first Michael Bay Transformers movie. Yippee! Like,
hey man, hey, okay, look. Say what you will, I know I've been hyping it up. I only have problems with the Transformers movies. Third onward.
not the second one?
That shit was dope. In my opinion, that shit was dope. Like, I could rewatch that movie and be like, nice.
Even with, you know what, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Even with
Tom Kenny's.
Yeah.
Anyway, in 2007, were you excited for this movie? Do you remember being excited for this?
Yes, because I remember clearly, if my uncle who does watch my videos recall, like, I was in Rockwell first time watching this movie. I know, pretty fancy place. I was so excited that I ran ahead of my uncle and my cousin towards the theater, and I was like, oh wait, I forgot my uncle and cousin. Ran back, completely missing them, and me running back and forth trying to find them for maybe a solid 15 minutes. And we almost missed the movie because of me.
Are you like the beginning or just the movie in general?
Like the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
But we made it in time, but like after scolding from my uncle, I'm like, you know what, this served.
I remember this clearly because from our religious traumatic school, this is the time I was under your favorite teacher, Miss I don't believe in twisted ankles teacher. And
Right.
at that time, there were two movies I was most excited for. This being one of them, the other one being the Simpsons movie, and that teacher
Also goated, by the way.
that teacher had words to tell me because she understood why Transformers. She never understood how could you like the evil Simpsons movie. I was like, I just like the Simpsons, man.
The evil Simpsons.
Yeah. Oh, everybody in our past school, all the teachers were like, don't you watch it, and then we came back being like, Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
They didn't watch it either.
Yeah, but this one I was excited for because I was like, oh, cool, robots. That was about it.
Yeah.
And like, I watched it at ATC. I didn't go all out with like your family going to Rockwell. Sir. I was the nearest one too.
Homie, as if it was my choice.
Like, wow, this kid has a very expensive taste.
Yeah, I was 8. You fuck.
Anyway, since we're not kids anymore, I bet our views on some of the things here have changed. And you've noticed some stuff. But we do get a small introduction from Optimus Prime about the cube and the time of the cube. I was like, oh, some people use it for good, others used it for evil. And
They all smart.
they got lost in space and landed on Earth, and that's where we pick up or start in, where do they start? Afghanistan? Iraq? Some American base in the Middle East.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know if y'all played that PS2 Transformers game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
you start
cool.
out as Blackout, and then you start like wrecking shit. I was
Yeah.
like, that shit was so dope.
Yeah. We meet. I don't ever know how to say his name. Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson. I believe Josh's name is Lennox, and then Tyrese Gibson's is Epps. And then they land in base. Lennox is the commander of the squad, and he has a family. He's like Skype calling them, while Blackout. That's Blackout, right?
It is Blackout. He is the what do you call it? The Black Hawk.
Yeah.
I'm horrible with helicopters. But yeah. No, he's not. It's not a Black Hawk.
Is it something else?
Yeah, it's a completely different helicopter.
No, I was thinking Black Hawk because they're in the desert. That's
Yeah,
the American
anyway.
military. Anyway, they're like, this is weird. This helicopter signal was shot down, or this call sign was shot down months ago. I should know because my friend was in it. And they're like, oh, if you don't leave, pilot, if you don't leave, we will kill you. And then it transforms into its Blackout self and destroys the base. But Tyrese Gibson's able to take a picture, and he's like, what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, I love this scene so fucking much where you see one transformer just waste an entire army base.
Yeah.
And then like something came out of it too, like a scorpion thing. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. And then we cut back to America where we meet Shia LaBeouf as Sam Witwicky.
Yeah, with Vicky.
Witwicky.
It's kind of true.
And he tells the story of his great ancestor who was an Arctic explorer. Though he went mad and he's trying to auction off the things he's showing off. And then Stas is Megan Fox, Michaela, played by Megan Fox. And like as a kid I was like, wow, she's one of the prettiest actresses I've ever seen.
Same, like that was our like our peak standard of women. We were like, wow, I want to get a girlfriend like that.
Did you know Michael Bay got her to audition by she auditioned by washing Michael Bay's car? Like there are things about how Michael Bay focuses on Megan Fox that is like, you know, if we're being honest, it's just creepy. You're like, why are you focusing so much on her like this?
Yeah. Like her, like I remember she was like painting on the motorcycle, and she was like, has her butt out and everything. I'm
on
like,
the second movie.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay, we're staying on this shot for too fucking long. Well, I mean, for me as a teenager, I was like, yeah. But me as an adult now, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like, man, stop it. But yeah, Sam needs Ace to buy his first car, and then he gets Ace anyway. And his dad, I like the dad's like fucking with him. He's driving through Porsche.
He passes by a Porsche dealership.
Dad, you're joking me.
I hate that so much.
You're kidding me, right? Like, yeah, I am not going to buy you a fucking Porsche. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they went with a second-hand Porsche, they could have gotten more bang for their buck, but okay. Yeah, but what they got wasn't a bad car, though. An old-ass Camaro. That's still a good car.
Yeah, and the guy's like, I don't remember this car. I will make it $5K, and the dad's like, no, I won't pay over $4K. And then Bumblebee's like, not on my watch. It just destroys all the windows. And the guy's like, $4K it is then.
Yeah. No. That's not bad. That's just 200,000 pesos.
Yeah.
For an old Camaro. Like, I mean, that's actually reasonable. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, like the... What do you call it? I forgot what you call their... There's the Decepticons, and then there's the...
Autobots.
The Autobots. Yeah, oh God, I'm sorry. But yeah, you see, like, the symbol on the fucking steering wheel. The oddest thing is that they never checked under the bonnet or the hood. Which is, like, one of the fucking first things you do when you're buying an old-ass car is, like, pop the hood up, see if it's fucked up, so when we buy it, we don't have any problems. No, they just... I guess the car dealership dude was just too charismatic.
Yeah, and, like, after seeing Sam's and Bumblebee's introduction, I was kind of like, I kind of miss Haley Steinfeld's introduction. Because it felt like a bit more magical.
Yeah, it's all... like with Haley Steinfeld's Transformers, it felt very Steven Spielberg-esque.
Yeah.
While this one was very Michael Bay.
Yeah. And then we cut to the American government, and then you meet John Voight, who is the Secretary of Defense, saying like, "Oh, the enemy hacked our space, and no one's taking responsibility, and it's your job to find out who did it." And then among the crowd, I don't know if you've seen Jessica Jones yet, but the blonde person is like her roommate in the first season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
And like going back, Sam is using the car to get Michaela to notice him, but he like starts antagonizing the jock. You're like, "You're a pretty brave boy, man."
Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, the
Yeah,
jock
like,
doesn't do
when
anything.
he's
He's just like,
What?
the jock is just like, okay. Keep
Yeah.
talking shit, but sure.
Was this when, like, he takes Michaela out on the date, and then B's just like trying to set the mood
Yeah.
by like playing, and he like starts kicking the dash just to shut it. I was like, "Whoa, stop, please! You're hurting me."
Yeah.
I look, no matter what car it is, like if it's old, new, except unless it's a Mitsubishi Mirage, I don't like it when people hurt cars. I really feel for it.
And again, it's one of the
Shit.
shots you're like, you're lingering on Megan Fox a bit too long.
I don't know if it says a lot about me, but like when she was like saying what the specs were of the car, I was kind of like, wait, hold on, what'd you say? I forgot what it was, but Donut Media like even called it out where she was going on with this like mechanical jargon. For sure, Megan Fox had nothing, like had no fault in this one,
Yeah.
but she had like this whole mechanical jargon that she was talking about, and like, no, the things you said weren't in the car. As a car person, I'm like, the hell are you talking about?
But Sam does bring her home, and then later that night, B just drives off on his own, and it sounds like, "My car's being stolen by no one. Help. Police, why?" We cut to the desert, and we're like, "Oh, cool. Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson still alive while the Scorpion thing is spying on them." And then they go to the village while they make contact with the American military. But then we get the stupid scene where they're being attacked by the Scorpion thing, and Josh Duhamel's like, "It won't accept my visa." He's like reaching into Tyrese.
What the fuck was that about, by the way? I'm like, do you need a US visa just to call it an airstrike?
And we
I'm
get
like, oh. Anyway.
we get the stereotypical customer service guy. You're like, "Oh, thanks, Michael Bay." Playing into the
Yeah.
stereotypes. To be fair, the guy knew what he was there for, and he did his homework pretty well.
Yeah.
It's like, "Sir, your attitude won't change the response time. Please give me your visa number." And like he's reaching into Tyrese Gibson's like, "Where is it?" Like, "In my pocket." "You have 1,000 pockets. Left cheek." Why?
Left cheek, left cheek. I'm sorry. The context behind left cheek is just him, like, in urgency, trying to shoot at the gigantic death robot while he's like, "Get my visa." That shit was so funny.
It's so stupid. Why?
It's so dumb, but it's so funny.
And then there's one of the examples of, oh man, like you're like, why left cheek? Why left cheek, Michael Bay?
But every time I rewatch it, I laugh my ass off. but yeah, they do call in like an airstrike or like an AC-130. I'm not very good
You know,
with military.
Here's the beginning of Michael Bay doing product placement with Visa, and this
Oh.
is just a commercial to see how powerful the American military is with like the drone strikes and shit. Like, yes, we get it. America's military is pretty powerful. Thanks for reminding us, Michael Bay.
Like, we get it. You could drone strike a village. But anyway, yeah, like that shit was sick though. They were like, oh, I popped the smoke to target where it is. I was like, what color is the smoke? Red. And then you see the smoke like right next to them. They're like, oh fuck.
But they are rescued, and he also bring back a piece of the scorpion thing. And then going back to America, like the next day, Sam's being interrogated by this off-hinge cop. He's like, "Are you eyeing my piece?" You're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I don't know either. Man made bad boys, so I don't know if he has anything or any thoughts on the police. Or...
And then he sees Bees again. He chases Bumblebee on his mom's bike, and then because Barricade is also in pursuit, and they also know he's Ladies Man 2 something something.
2187.
Yeah, and like Barricade corners him. It's like, "Are you Ladies Man 287? Are you your name Ladies Man 200?" It's like, I don't know why. It's so stupid.
It is like I was like it was just too much and too much in your face. I'm like, eh. But we do get like a really solid scene with
Barricade and Bumblebee.
Yeah, Barricade and Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I also like Barricade, like as a design all on its own.
Yeah,
Like Barricade's sick.
it has like on the cod thing where it usually says to serve and protect. It says to enslave and punish. Like, Jesus Christ.
Really, I didn't notice.
You didn't notice? I just noticed this when I watched this.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look up. Keep talking.
Though I feel like the Barricade and Bumblebee scene gets the Godzilla treatment because you don't really see a lot of it.
Yeah, like they immediately like cut to Sam running
Yeah.
and just like not show us anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The reason why they know who Sam is because the little robot hacked Air Force One, and then everybody's panicking. Just like, what the hell? Why is someone?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where I forgot about that. Where we get introduced to Ding Dongs.
Yeah, by not President Bush, but still Bush.
Yeah.
And
Not so hush hush Bush.
yeah, and the lady's like, I can't believe I'm on Air Force One to serve ding dongs.
Mhm.
I don't know how people don't notice this robot right in front of them. They're like, I must have seen something.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe George Bush likes his RC cars. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. And then, like the lady, Jessica Jones lady, brings the file because they don't believe her. Like, oh, that it's not North Korea or China. So they're like, she brings it to her friend, who is living with his grandma, right?
I love this shit so much.
And they do get it, and then they come to arrest them because she's sharing classified information, and for some reason the cousin breaks through the glass.
No, this is the meme that everybody sees. Like when the FBI comes for you because you looked up like lolly porn or some shit. This is the meme that you get, where the guy like runs away from the cops.
I don't know why the guy tackled him to the pool too. You're like, of all the things you could use, why do you spear him like you're fucking Edge from WWE?
Like a football player.
Yeah. And then after going back to Sam and Michaela, after the barricade battle, like he reveals like, oh, I am on your side. I'm a good guy. I'm here to protect you. I can't speak though. I only speak through the radio. And then they drive off, and then Sam makes a move. And then Michaela's like, you know what I don't understand? If he can transform into anything, why does he change into this piece of shit Camaro? And Bumblebee's like, hold up.
Hold your horses. And then, like, immediately takes image of, like, another Camaro. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
I just realized he was that Camaro, the old piece of shit Camaro, ever since he departed ways from Haley Steinfeld's character.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he kind of stuck to it, because I like that design of the Camaro more than the new one. Unless we talk about the 2017 version, that shit is sick. Sorry.
And then we get the rest of the Autobots descending upon Earth. Like, some you already know, like, oh, the ambulance one is Ratchet, the big guy is Ironhide, and then Jazz, and like the last one is Optimus Pride. And like it's
Prime.
Not thinking about the stupid video.
Putang ina! Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride!
Optimus Prime. voiced by
That's correct.
Peter Cullen from the 80s. And it's still a cool scene when the Autobots roll up and Optimus Prime is like, I am Optimus Prime. We are the Autobots. Like, the only thing that ruins this scene is Jazz, because he is stereotypically black. Like, why is this introduction? What's cracking, little bitches? Like, why? Why? Since he's in the new Transformers, I hope he gets a way better introduction.
I forgot that he's a token black guy. It's fucking good.
What's cracking, little bitches? You're like, why?
I was like, oh no!
Do you like the product placement when the people are running towards the meteors and the guy's like, oh, this is better than Armageddon? You're like, I see what you did there.
No, all I gotta say is that, like, I'm not surprised by Michael Bay, because later on, as soon as we got to, like, the Transformers with the dinosaur, we did have a Transformer who was very samurai-esque and had a very thick Japanese accent. I don't know if you remember that guy, but he was there.
I thought you were going to reference to Mudskip and the other stereotypical black guy, voiced by Tom Kenny in the second one.
No, I don't think, wait, no, hold on. I don't think
You don't
he
think
was a stereotypical black guy.
Mudskip and Mid? And
Oh no, those were.
Yeah.
Mudskip and fucking
Whoever.
what's his name? Wait, hold on, I'm okay. I like this movie, okay? I like this trip.
What, Mudskip and Skid Marks? I forgot his name.
Yeah, Mudflap.
Whatever his name is.
Mudflap and Skids.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have a debate on the second one when we get to it. But yeah.
I'm sorry, I just pulled up their photos now and I'm like, that's just horrible.
But he's like, do you have the glasses of your ancestor? Because we need those to track the Allspark, the cube. He's like, they're back in my house. And then we have this ridiculous scene of the Transformers trying to tiptoe while in Transformer mode. And hearing things Optimus... I didn't think Optimus would ever say, like, oops. My bad.
Again, for the person who... to get for horrible time jokes is Michael Bay. That's all I gotta say.
He does find the glasses, but they're interrupted by Sector 7, John Turturro.
No. They got interrupted by the parents first, and we get this whole awkward scene.
Oh, yeah! Were you masturbating? Like, Mom, please don't.
Yeah. But it is one of our, like, childhood dreams would be like, oh, our parents would, like, run into us and be like, oh, we have a girl in the room and she's very pretty. Like,
I'm trying
and then
to...
that's, like, nice.
Anyway, yeah, awkward conversations and Michaela being like, hi. And then the dad being like, nice. And the mom being like, you have a friend. I also don't know why the Transformers thought, the Autobots thought, like, oh, if we're the car modes in the garden, we won't
Will be less inconspicuous. I feel like if they just stayed a couple of blocks away,
Yeah.
this operation would have gone so smoothly.
Yeah. Like, why is Optimus an idiot? Not even kind of an idiot, like, you're an idiot.
Yes, agreed. Like, I don't know why he's being so stupid.
And then, again, we get Sector 7 with John Turturro, and, like, ever since the Batman, I'm like, right, this is my introduction of you.
Yeah, most horrible way to get introduced to. And
Such an acclaimed actor.
Yeah, and he's like kind of like a odd. What do you call it?
Sexist.
Very sexist and very tinfoil hat people. What do you call them?
Conspiracy
theorists.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that guy.
And then I've got before that, we get the interrogation scene with Jessica Jones' person and her friend, and he's like, "Oh, if you're not guilty, you eat the whole plate. I ate the whole plate."
I'm the fucking donuts.
He starts to crack. Like, it was her idea. It was all her. Dog. Don't talk to me, criminal. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Again, this fucking movie has such good fucking comedy. Like, it's horribly timed, but it's just so good. Don't talk to me, criminal.
You know, everybody quoted that after the movie, though. I hate the whole plate. The whole plate. It's like, why? Of all the things to quote from the stupid movie, why?
That's just so fucking good.
And then they drive out, Sam and Michaela drive out to like where Sector 7 is taking them. And it's a super secret, not even the FBI know. Not even the CIA know, which I find confusing because when the guy goes to the Secretary of Defense, he's like, who are you? Like, is America's government that not trusting of each other? As a kid, I was like, is that how not trusting of each other? They're like, oh, we don't know about this section. But now I'm like, no, Michael Bay's just trying to make up a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, like, this is so secret and that's so secret shit, you know, kind of deal.
And like, was it Optimus who told Sam like, oh, your ancestor discovered Megatron?
Yes.
It's the whole reason why Megatron wasn't in the introduction of Bumblebee. Because he was supposed to come in like Sauron, like wrecking Autobots left and right and being defeated by Optimus Prime. But they're like, no, it messes up with the timeline. And you're like, but I don't care about the timeline. I just want to see cool Transformers.
Yeah.
But they drive, Sector 7 drives and they're stopped by the Autobots. And Sam's like, you gotta raise Michaela's pass, her juvie records, or something like that. And then they drive off, and then they're stopped again by the government. You're like, what?
I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
And then Optimus like, no, we can't hurt humans while Bumblebee's just eating shit. You're like, you sure you can help hurt humans? Can you just like, no, don't hurt our companion?
Don't remember the time when you just fucked up John Cena?
Right?
And his squad? Like, you can do that again.
Like, it's not like you gave Bumblebee a big scolding after that.
Yeah, right?
We didn't see it. We just saw them drive off. And then Bumblebee's taken off, and the Autobots are like, Optimus, how could we do that? He's like, oh, Bumblebee would have wanted the same thing as Bumblebee's like being tasered. Like, I don't think he would have.
I don't think so. While they're on that famous like dam in America,
yeah,
like Jazz is just like,
all right, they're set in like L.A., right? I know that because I'm like, oh, GTA has the same thing, that same famous dam and bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're next to the Hoover Dam.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, and as they're there with Sector 7. No, this is the scene where Sam's like, if you want us to work with you, erase Michaela's past. They're also joined by Just Dumel's company.
Yeah.
And then that's where they see Megatron frozen. Like, oh, Megatron brought us the modern age. He brought us satellites. All the things we enjoy, cell phones. They forgot to mention that, oh, two of his lieutenants also brought us the internet, according to the timeline in Bumblebee.
Yep.
And then the rest of the Decepticons are summoned because they're like, oh, we found where the all spark is, the cube is. And then you see Blackout again. You see Starscream.
Yeah, Starscream, Blackout, Barricade. I forgot what the name. Devastator. Yeah, where they all start to assemble. I was like, this is so sick.
Yeah. Bone Crusher.
Like Bone Crusher. I'm like, the Decepticons were the cool ones. Okay, say what you will about like, oh, cool, an ambulance, and then you see a tank. I'm like, god damn. This
is also where you see the cube, where they're like, oh, we don't know the property of this, but you can tell it's very important. And Sam tells them, like, no, the Decepticons need us to destroy the world, and that's their leader, Megatron. And like they form a plan to give the cube back to the Autobots, some way, somehow, in another city, since Starscream took out their communications, right?
Yeah. Look, man, okay. If I'm trying to go into details with this fucking movie, I will not be able to help you, because, as you said, this is a turn your brain off moment. I was just here for the shooting, the explosions, and the screaming.
I don't know why. No, I do know why. I like the scene where Josh Duhamel, like Sam Wickety, it's like giving me back my car, and then John Turturro's like, I don't wanna, and Josh Duhamel's just like giving back his car, put a bullet in me. You don't know what shit I've been through.
Paul wants his car. Paul gets his car.
Yeah, like hey, if you wanna risk the world, put the hands of the world's fate in this Camaro, sure, why not? Like,
Yeah, and then B like touches the cube and it like gets into like a pocket size.
yeah. And they're like, what happens now? And John Turturro's like, I don't know what happens now. I just saw this massive cube shrink into my pocket. So, I guess we roll out.
Yeah. Pretty cool scene too.
Yeah. And then the little thing defrosts Megatron, and it comes alive, and it's Hugo Weaving as Megatron. I don't know why they couldn't get the old voice actor to be Megatron. If you're getting Peter Cullen, why not get Frank Welker? Unless he had some judging issues.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he had like other voice acting works that are on that time, but I mean the voice actor that they got for Megatron's not that bad.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving, like this is my first. Yeah. Because of this movie, I always thought Hugo Weaving sounded like this. And then when you see him in Captain America, like, Captain America, I am the Red Skull. You're like, oh. Typical German accent. Like, honestly, Hugo Weaving is my favorite, one of my favorite MCU villains, just for potential. But that's not about First Avenger. It is cool seeing Megatron come back to life and telling Starscream, like, I knew you would fuck this up.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. Also, he's not in his gun form. We're like, that seems a bit more handy. Then your rip-off X-Wing design.
Yeah, he was this weird fucking spiky looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, hold on. What? Because all I remember is 2. Like, 2, he had a really cool design because he could have turned into like a tank.
Yeah, and he's just like a weird gray X-Wing. You're like, what's this design?
Yeah, it's like if you crumpled paper together in the form of a plane. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Though in the PS2 game, there's my favorite part, being Megatron. You're like, oh shit, I'm the main hero.
I never reached it, I'm sorry.
What did you reach? Did you just reach Barricade?
Yeah, Barricade mostly, and then I was like, we got a PS3.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they all go to the city of Chicago? Or not Chicago, but like some other city in the U.S. I'm not good with U.S. cities, I'm sorry.
Neither am I. What was that place?
And then Optimus and Devastator have a battle on the highway. And I thought it was the movie where the kid was like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And then the mom's like, me. You see how annoying that is?
Yeah.
But no, it's the kid being like, oh, cool, Mom. And the mom being like, that's not cool.
No, we almost fucking died.
Yeah. I guess that was in the second one then. I forget. Yeah, I'm really blanking on the Transformers movie.
You're right. Well, no, actually. There's a kid, like, looking over, seeing Devastator, like, getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
And then he's like, cool, Mom, and then that's it.
Okay. You also see Optimus's mini hidden blade. You're like, I thought he had a sword. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing, right? Like, he had that thing. I didn't like that.
He had this Mass
I don't like
Effect.
that shit.
Yeah. And then all this nonsense CGI bullshit's going down as they reach the city. And like, I do love the scene of like, oh shit, we got Air Force, and then it's Starscream. Like, that's not us.
That's not American. That's alien. One of the words I heard, I was like, "Well,
whoa." That you can apply that to anything, and it's still cursed.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Also, the cube turns everything instantly into a Decepticon.
Or like just any Transformer. I guess it's just their point to choose. Like it ran into like this soda dispensing thing, and it's just.
I'm tired of serving soda.
Yeah.
Turns the Xbox 360 to the Xbox McStabby. You're like, why?
Yeah, and then there's this lady with like the.
Oh yeah, did that jerk just dent my car? I'm like, lady, there are other things going on.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing too. Like you can hear like a war blowing up, and like at a distance, and you're like, did you really dent my car? do you really want to fucking care?
Also like how Bumblebee's not screaming his head off when he's like, my legs, I can't walk anymore.
Yeah, that was a nice touch to, like, storytelling, where the entire time we were with B and like we see what he's capable of, and then they just take it away from us and make him pretty much handicapped.
Yeah.
And we get a cool scene of like how proficient he is even without legs.
Yeah. And then we get to see kind of the one-on-one against Optimus and Megatron, where like I think Megatron has the upper hand for most of this. Josh Duhamel gives Sam kind of a pep talk. He's like, you're a soldier now, you have to run to this building. And Sam's not like, but I have no training. What do you mean I'm a soldier?
Very patriotic. Again, it's Michael Bay.
And then Sam's just Captain America running, Tom Cruise running to the building, while Megatron's just slower than the average run, I guess. Like, that's weird. Why don't you just shoot at the boy?
I don't know either. I think he did though.
He did, but he has the aim of a fucking stormtrooper. Like, just.
I don't know. Okay. Think about it. If we had a gun and we were trying to chase a very fast cat, are we able to hit it?
Ahead of it, probably. Just to knock him back. Yeah, it's weird. Like, even Starscream can't hit him. We're like, what the hell's wrong with these Transformers?
Look, man, it's a fucking movie. By the way, as Dorito shaped as Starscream was, I would have killed to have had the toy of Starscream. Starscream will forever be my favorite, like, Transformer. Like, he is up there. Like, sorry, Optimus Prime, you're like probably not even the top 5 Transformers on my list.
I love seeing him take out
Starscream's up there.
the jets. You're like, this is pretty sick.
Yeah, where it would like transform into its like robotic self, scratch up one of the jets, and transform back into its jet. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And then Megatron has Sam corners like, give me the cube, boy. I'll let you live as my pet. You're like, you're not helping, Megatron. He gives him something more tempting.
Business offer.
Cube
pet.
I love how after Megatron crashes through one building, he's like surrounded by humans. He's like, oh, fucking humans. Boing. Like, oh, shit.
It just flicks the dude to the car. Probably, I don't know, brain dead.
Probably. And then Josh Duhamel does help Optimus fight Blackout, where he slides under Blackout and just shoots out his armor. Like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, he finally gets his like payback for destroying his base.
Yeah. And then I love how he gets up just still hyped, like, yeah! Ah, shit, there's more big robots.
Yeah.
And then Megatron and Optimus keep fighting, and Optimus like, Sam, you have to push the cube in my chest. And Sam's like, okay, pushes it to Megatron. We're like, that's not the plan, but okay.
I mean, that works. But we also missed the part where they split poor Jazz apart.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? No, I want to cry. That's traumatizing to see as a kid, Rick.
I was like, they could do that? Like, they could kill off the good guys?
Like, oh shit, they killed off the talking black guy. No.
I mentioned it. I was like, the only black character in the Transformers team is the first one to die.
In the most horrific way.
I was like, this is so racist. That it flew over my head when I was a child. I was like, oh no.
And then they stop fighting because Megatron's dead, and like, I guess you can put him back together again. Poor Jazz. And then
Question: is Jazz the one who's gonna be the Porsche?
in the new one, yeah.
That's such a shame.
So hopefully he gets a better introduction. Other than
Why would you change up being a Porsche and turning into a weak ass Cadillac?
Look, man, if it's a better character than the one we got here, I'll settle for that.
No, it was a Pontiac. Yeah. No, it was a shitty. Like, he changed his car to a Pontiac. I was like, what the fuck? From a Porsche to a Poc, that's not better. Like, I would have Transformers are car people, but that's a horrible choice.
And then
No offense to Pontiac fans, but like, it's not that great.
and then they bury Megatron and the other dead Decepticons in the Mariana Trench.
Yep.
With the rest of the Decepticons, including Megatron, like the sea will take care of it. It's not like someone will use a chip of the Allspark to revive him, right? Sure.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, and the second one. That's why the second one was stupid. Like, this is stupid, but the second one's like stupid. Like, remember when Sam was going crazy because he touched a small chunk of the piece, but you're like, oh, if you touch the cube, it makes you go crazy. But he was running around with it. Doesn't make sense.
He's having seizures, just like trying to write up shit. He's like losing his mind while on the blackboard, just like.
And then Optimus is like, I guess we can go home. So we'll settle here. We'll be watchful guardians. We'll be the dark knights of this universe, of this earth. To any Autobots out in the stars, we are here. We are home. And then you hear the lovely voice. The lovely voice of the late great Chester Bennington. And this is my introduction to Linkin Park.
Like, my introduction to Linkin Park was from Gundam.
Oh! Yeah, I know that video.
Yeah, like, it's like, you see Deathside and Gundam Wing, and like, you hear, crawling in my skin!
Yeah.
I can't do squeals, but yeah.
But yeah, it was a trip revisiting this movie for this review. I was like, yes, 2007. What a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say it's not bad. Like, what? Really? Jazz had like a Porsche version with like a martini livery. Oh, that's sick. Sorry, I'm looking at the toys right now. It makes me want to buy one.
Anyway, what would you rate 2007's Transformers?
Well, I'm gonna stick to the theme of number 7 and give it a 6.5. Look, it's funny. It's above average, but it's like a 6 for me. Not even a 6.5. It's a 6. Like, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. Like, there were a lot of moments where it might have been sugar-coated because I was 7 at the time, and it's like a fond memory to me. But as a grown-up now, and hearing the jokes and hearing how Megan Fox got her role, it's like, eesh, you know, like, kind of like, The writing's weird, the jokes are off, but they're very nutty. That's why they're so funny. The fight scenes were cool. Like,
Yeah.
like Blackout, like in the opening scene where he destroys the army base. That shit was sick. Sam Witwicky, I don't remember him at all. Like,
You really don't remember? No.
yeah.
And
like Shia
Bumblebee!
LaBeouf's probably like if Shia LaBeouf didn't take this role, it could have been like avoiding the dark timeline kind of deal.
You don't like Shia LaBeouf saying Bumblebee every 15 seconds?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
I hated that we have human characters in Transformers. Just make the Transformers fight. Like, make it about the Transformers, please. I don't care that we need a human pair of eyes. Like, you know, our window to this world kind of deal.
If for nothing, Bumblebee taught us that you can care about the humans and the Transformers if you do it right.
I guess. But if I were to choose, I would rather not have them at all.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
I'll give this. I really want to give this a 7. No, I'll also give this a 6. It's like it's above average. The action's pretty good, but everything else has aged poorly. Like, why is there so many stereotypes here? From the call center guy to the best friend of the Jessica Jones person.
Jazz.
Michael Bay lingering on Megan Fox way too long. You're like, okay, stop it.
I'm getting my money's worth.
Like, no, I guess back in 2007, you knew what the demographic was us.
Yeah.
Now we're adults. We're like, no, yuck.
Yeah.
Things that age early. No, thank you.
The demographic was us. Horny little boys.
Yes, who come from a repressive religious school. What a combo!
It is. We'll take anything.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, 6.5 and me just playing 6. It's a turn off your brain type of movie, definitely. Is it the best sci-fi action movie you'll see? For no. Is it just good to get drunk with your friends on like a weekend? Yeah. Well, that's all I really have to say. Like, it kind of gets worse from here. I know Jummer for some reason likes the second movie, but I like the third movie with Leonard Nimoy. I think that's pretty good.
You don't like it when the mom was like high as fuck running around college?
Like, yes, my favorite Transformers character, Sam's mom.
Sam's mom. And butchering the word bonjour.
Like, I don't know who's worse at foreign languages, Brad Pitt or Sam's mom. Or Banjarno. Anyway.
But no, he got it right.
The most American accent way possible. Like, yes.
to bonsoir.
Anyway, that's been a video on Transformers from 2007. Michael Bay's our introduction to Michael Bay. What do you guys think? Comment below. If you really like this franchise, please tell us why you love it so much. No judgment. We don't judge you. I don't know if the internet will judge you harshly, but we won't. That's a promise. But if you want to see more of us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok, Spotify to hear us on the go. And if you're in America, you can listen to us while you're traveling down or up the highways of America. Why not? TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. If you want to see reach us individually, I'm at Gandalf95 on Twitter. How about you?
You can find me at JohnGio on Instagram. This is my account.
Yeah, and by the end of this week, we have one last turn off your brain movie, which is comic book based, and it's one of the biggest movies of that year. Earned $1 billion, but Drummer doesn't care. Neither do I at this point. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.